Hello, we're from this Jane's Videos, and this is Target Halloween 2021. Starting off with the lighting and inflatables here, because in my opinion, it's their coolest stuff that they have. This hot air balloon inflatable is pretty cool. And, not to mention, it's fairly cheap for the size. It's 9 feet tall, and it's only $80. That is not bad. Move down here. Those stacked skulls I don't think are inflatables, they're just outdoor decor. We do have other inflatables. We have a jack. There's a black cat, a ghost, a skeleton, pumpkins, and this guy. This big reaper for $100. He's cool. And move over here. We have more of like the tinsel like yard decor. We have a pumpkin kid. Got this stuff, got a Grim Reaper, pumpkins, bat, stacked pumpkins down there, some animals dressed up, and we got some on display up here. We got a ghost, we got a cat that turns his head, and a waving skeleton. My favorite thing at Target. We have this spider, which I actually got recently, and he's super cool. He cascades. He's a cool one. Some projection lights. Target is my favorite for their lighting. I love their lighting. It's so good, especially the stuff like this ghost here and this pumpkin, but really the neon lights, which I'm thinking about getting that jack-o'-lantern today because I really wanted him. I might get that because I just think it's super cool. There's also a ghost one down here. You have pathway markers, fog machine, of course, fog juice, which actually that's pretty cheap. It's not a lot, but it's pretty cheap. There's these eyes, which look around. So you just put them somewhere and it'll look like eyes looking around in the dark. It's pretty cool. There's string lights of cats, ravens. Now they're wooden, which is kind of interesting, but that makes me not really like them because I just don't care for that too much. I wish they were like more LED. Your basic Halloween lights here. Another projection light. I like this one, spooky tree. And some gauze lights and stuff like that. And I really like their displays that they do with the neon. It definitely fits their vibe. If we move over here, we're gonna get into more of the decor stuff. Firstly, we have some Halloween blankets, which are $10 each, it looks like. They got some pretty cool designs here. With pumpkins, that one looks like it says Eek. Some more pumpkins, I like this one. There's one with bats. And then you got some Halloween pillows as well. And some little yard stakes there. Some signage. Hello fall, it is the first day of, oh no, it's the second day of fall, my bad. Some bigger yard stakes here. Hanging wooden cat. We got some other indoor decor. Here's the Wheel of Fate. It's pretty cool. I do like this wooden pumpkin. I think he has either a stand option or he can hang. He's a cool one. We got this light up tree, very Halloween-y. And over here you got some pumpkins and stuff. A unicorn pumpkin, that's interesting, a skull one. A lizard or alligator. A dragon, a bat, and some little animated plush. We have a cat one. That one's pretty funny. And down here we've got a pumpkin one, which has the YouTube royalty-free Halloween music that a lot of people use. It's pretty funny that they have that. Like I said, I love this display. They have Halloween lamp posts, which are pretty cool. These are 75. I'd like to see one set up. It's 6 feet tall. That's pretty cool. We also have a trick-or-treater stop here sign, which is 40. They have a little wooden village here. That's very interesting. Little accessories and then the actual village. We got plush cat. These little guys. They have different variations of these ones, but it looks like a lot of them sold out. They're $10 and they're kind of just silly little, I don't like them, I think they're kind of weird, but if that's your thing. These skulls, I really like how they look. They are color changing, which I don't like, because I'm not a big fan of color changing stuff, but they are cool looking. I like how they look. You got some more neon light things, but these are like standing ones. We got a pumpkin. And then a ghost, which is, I would assume they're trying to do purple, but it kind of comes out as a pinkish. And a bunch of pumpkins, of course. A pumpkin wreath, I like that. We've got a lantern, which lights up white. That's interesting. I would have assumed it would have a flicker, but it lights up white. We got this skeleton guy right here, who doesn't look like he's gonna work. There he goes. Now, one interesting thing about him is you can have him on a constant on, but you can also do a light option, which I think is pretty cool, in case you don't want him to talk. They have a doorbell right here. And here we have a dragon door knocker. It's cool how he opens his eyes.
Oh, the dancing ones. How do you turn this one on? Here, how do you get the...
And a plasma ball.
It says it bites.
I like this plasma ball, but they changed it, which is an issue. I don't like how they changed it. It used to look more science lab-like. Now it's just a skull. But it's still cool. I like it. And it's cheap, 15 bucks. They have a giant lantern down there. Right here we have the skeleton knight bust.
The guy I went with on my last dragon hunt was a real jerk. Luckily, he was fired.
I don't like the phrases, but I like the look.
Happy Halloween, young traveler. I could tell you a tale, but I'm afraid I'm a bit rusty.
And the cat, which I love this cat. I got him recently. I love him so much. He's so classic Halloween. Do him again. And he also has a volume control, so if you don't want the sound, just turn down his volume all the way, and when you have him on the constant on, he'll just look back and forth constantly, which I think is cool. I like when props have added features like that, so you could do it for what you desire it to do. We have these plants, which obviously, if you know me, I love man-eating plants. We've got these plants in the terrarium, then we have the... I don't like these because they sing. I don't like those. There's this bird who's dressed like a plant, which is interesting because that doesn't look very Halloween. We have the actual creepy plants, and there were more stuff here before, but those are gone now. We have another one of these. Right here, we got a lot of foam tombstones, which I actually like the designs in some of these, like this one. And I also like how some of these light up. I just wish they said things that weren't as cheesy. Got more little home decor like an owl statue, cat statue. And I don't really care for these too much because they honestly don't look very Halloween. They look like something that you'd have in your house all year. But you got those. You've got these hanging ones. I actually like how these look. They're cool. These are cool. They're tea lights, but they're shaped like pumpkins. I like these. They're only $4. That's pretty cool. I like those. Also, I wanted to show over here. Oh, they do have Day of the Dead. I didn't notice this. I don't think this is supposed to be in the Day of the Dead, but that's a little thing that's not working. They do have Day of the Dead stuff, which isn't Halloween, but I'm gonna clump it into the video just because. And also, this Ghostbusters section is really interesting. They have an inflatable Stay Puft. That might be the best inflatable Stay Puft I've seen because he's not holding like the pumpkin or anything. He's just the classic Stay Puft. I like that. This is a Stay Puft costume, it looks like. And then they have the Ghostbusters costumes and some for pets too. And they have a PKE meter, which is only $10. I don't know if it actually does anything. And the Ghost Trap, which is 20. That's cool. And of course, they have tons and tons of candy. And don't you worry, I'm gonna go back to the decor in just a second. But there's some people over there right now that are being kind of loud, so I just decided to transition over here for a few minutes. Obviously the Peeps and these things are so good. The pumpkin pie Kit Kats, I love those. But obviously you can't have Halloween without candy, so tons and tons of candy. That's cool. The back of their signs actually look like they're like plugged in to make them look more like neon signs. I didn't even notice that. That's, like I said, I'm loving these neon signs and stuff. They're super cool. There's your skeletons, animals here, of course. This is actually, I'm not really usually a fan of stuff like this, like the dressed up dogs, but this is actually kind of cool. You have this one, Mr. Grimm.
I'm kind of leaning towards buying the pumpkin. The one I showed you over here.
And down here you have this thing that's pretty cool.
Welcome all, and hopefully you're not here to stay permanently.
I just don't like the booing and stuff afterwards. It's just kind of unnecessary.
It's a spooky night, and I'd like to say, please grab your treat and be on your way.
There's this ghost one and one that says "Boo to You." That looks like it would be one of the things that you can like interchange the letters, but it's not, which is interesting. Just kind of says that. There's this skeleton wolf. There's some more fall decor on this side. And then there's a cat. There's more skeletons and stuff. You have giant skeleton bat, normal sized. You got some skulls, the cool skulls, then you got the dragon skull, which is color changing, and then you've got this big skull with the green lights, and you have the bag of bones, you have the large snake skeleton, and you have this thing, porch stack skulls, which I think these are supposed to light up, but they don't work for whatever reason. So there's a pirate one and stuff. There's also that wreath. This is cool. This is a cauldron, and when you plug it in, it mists. That's pretty cool, honestly. You have lawn stakes here that are hands and feet. These are pretty cool. I like the zombie ones with the bones coming out. That's pretty cool. You got these little hanging guys. Crashed witch. Floating ghost. It's this. He's got a cool fiber optic effect. And here you have a bunch of spiders. Oh, here's another one of these guys from before. I don't like it at all. This is actually pretty cool. I like that. I like this crow a lot. He's a cool one. And you have creepy cloth. These are like jumbo creepy cloth. These are huge ones. Big spider webs. This is a humongous gauze cloth. That's I might have to get that one. That's really good. Over here you got more hanging guys. So
beware and don't fall. You might get a boob.
I don't like him at all. We have this pumpkin groundbreaker guy who's not working, and I don't really care that he's not because he looks stupid. Oh, there goes one. Surprising, he actually has good audio. This ghost I like until it starts talking. They have to ruin everything with phrases.
So many scary sights to see, but your costume is what most frightens me.
See, why does it have to talk? It should just look around. You have this big guy who lights it. That's actually pretty cool. This ghost too. I think she looks cool until she starts talking.
Come for the candy, and light stay forever.
She does have cool lights though. I like her lights. You got this guy again, one that talks when he doesn't need to.
What's over there? Who's there? It's a ghost! Oh, hey, that's just me. Oh, jeez.
More skeleton stuff and pumpkins, tons of pumpkins, stupid teal pumpkin. Up here they have the fruit, which I don't like because that's not Halloween at all, except for, actually, these ones are the worst, honestly. These are so stupid. Except, though, I do really like the apples because those actually are Halloween, because apples are absolutely Halloween, because apple cider, caramel apples, candy apples, bobbing for apples, poison apples. They are a staple of the fall season, so those actually work. They look like poison apples. I like them a lot. But I don't like the other fruit. They got a huge assortment of pumpkins, which they brought these moving eye pumpkins back, which I'm glad I got one last year because they ruined it this year by adding phrases.
Candy would be dandy, but a sweater would be better. It sure is chilly out tonight.
I wish it was. It's fall, yet we haven't gotten our first cool front yet. Shame. Better get it soon. But I do like the phrases, but I liked last year's better because of the fact that he could just look around continuously. I thought that was a good touch. This pumpkin's a cool one. So, we're almost done here, but we first got to get to this big pumpkin, which I actually wanted this one this year to go with that one, except for the fact that he talks, and that upsets me, because now I'm not going to get him, because now I'm not going to have a partner for that one, because this one talks, and that upsets me.
I don't know why everyone keeps calling me Jack-O-Lantern. My name is Steven.
I mean, the phrases aren't bad, but it makes me sad that they talk, because things like this shouldn't, because it was better last year when it just looked around nonstop, but now you can't have it constantly on looking around because it's just going to be talking nonstop. These are always pretty cool, the pumpkin things to put your pumpkin head on it. Those are pretty cool. But that's Target's lineup for 2021. I like it. I especially like the lighting. Their animatronics this year aren't that stellar, but I do like the lighting a lot, which is what redeems it for me. And I love Target's style. Like, I love their classic Halloween style they do. So I hope you all enjoyed this walkthrough. Keep howling at the moon, my werewolf. So we are now at Target, and I just recorded a store tour, my full store tour of Target. Now they do have a few new things. They're restocked on those stupid fruits. But also, there were some new things over here that I want to show for the hunting video. Like